Welcome to the Community Hour on Unity 101, South's leading Asian and ethnic radio station, broadcasting on 101.1 FM, online on all smart devices and on DAB across Hampshire and Dorset. I'm Geeta Uppal, Senior Access and Outreach Officer at Southampton Solent University, and in today's Community Hour with my guests, the topic of discussion will be around higher education opportunities at Southampton Solent University. This is a two-part programme, of which part one is this afternoon. We're joined today by the Deans of the Academic Schools from Southampton Solent University, Professor Sarah Radif, Dean of School of Technology and Maritime Industries, with Dr. Beverly Joshua, Interim Dean, School of Health and Sport. You can also be part of the discussion with your questions and comments, so please contact the studio on 023 80235055. With this, I would like to welcome my guest, Sarah and Beverly. You're very welcome, and thank you for taking time out of your busy schedule to be here this afternoon.
Thank you. Pleasure to be with you today.
Thank you, Geeta. It's really lovely to be here.
Thank you very much. So I'm going to start the questions with you, Sarah, first. So, Sarah, can you tell us a bit about your background and what does your role entail at Southampton Solent University?
Thank you, Geeta. So, as you quite rightly introduced me, I am the Dean of the School of Technology and Maritime Industries. My background is actually architecture. I have been working at Southampton Solent University for a long time now. In my current role as the Dean of Technology and Maritime Industries, I oversee a portfolio of courses in diverse subject areas and levels of qualifications, from foundation all the way to PhDs. The courses in my department, in my school, include courses that are in computing subject area, in engineering, in architecture and built environment, biomedical science, and of course our world-renowned Warsash Maritime courses. I work with some fantastic colleagues, academic colleagues, technical staff and professional services staff who all make my life and my job so much easier by their enthusiasm and love and passion for the students and for the university.
Thank you, Sarah. And now over to you, Beverly. If you can talk a little bit about your background, and I know you're the interim dean currently, and where you've come from, and what does the role entail for you?
Very well, thanks, Geeta. Like as you said, I'm Dr. Beverly Joshua. I am the interim dean for the School of Health and Sport here at Solent, and I am a nurse academic and also a senior nurse leader. I've worked in higher education since 2005 across 3 London-based universities, and before joining Solent, I was the head of nursing at the University of East London, and prior to that, I was the head of school at the University of Greenwich. Going a bit back, my clinical expertise is in I'm an intensive care nurse practitioner specializing in cardiothoracics. So I'm very keen on supporting nurse education in Southampton and working on how we can form these partnerships with our local trusts. My professional background, as I said, is in intensive care, and I've been passionate about how education can transform lives. In my role as interim dean, I lead an incredible team who are delivering programs across the health, social care and sporting domains. We support students to become confident, skilled professionals who make a real difference to the community. So delighted to be here and share more about our program provision.
No, thank you very much, and you're both very, very welcome. So coming back to you, Sarah, in terms of the School of Technology and Maritime Industries, can you tell our listeners a little about the range of courses that you offer? It's quite wide-ranging when you think about the two sort of areas.
It is quite wide-ranging, as you say. The courses we offer within the school include courses in architectural design and technology, in construction management, computer science, AI, cybersecurity, mechanical engineering, renewable energy engineering, electronic engineering, and we also have our super yacht design courses, marine engineering, nautical science courses, and and we also have the short courses in maritime education. The courses we offer, we have different levels of courses. So we have courses at foundation level. So these are designed for people who may not have the right academic qualifications or have been out of education for a long time, and now they're thinking of going back and taking up a university degree course. We have undergraduate courses, BSc, BEng courses, BA honors courses, and we also have master's courses in a variety of subject areas. We also offer the courses in part-time and full-time modes, and we are also very proud of our apprenticeship provision. We have a wide range of apprenticeship courses, and these are mainly suited for people who want to earn and while they learn. So it'll be with people who are working for a variety of companies, but they're also looking to upskill and improve their academic standings.
Great, thank you. And over to you then, Beverly. What about the range of courses that are offered in School of Health and Sport?
Absolutely. We offer a really exciting and diverse mix of programs. In health, we offer courses such as adult nursing, mental health, nursing associates, and health and social care. Also in nutrition and psychology and sociology. Together with this, both the undergraduates as well as a foundation degree, which helps those learners who do not have the traditional higher education qualifications to overcome that barrier and enroll on a foundation course, which helps you acclimate and understand the requirements for higher education and helps you progress onto an undergraduate degree thereafter. In our sports portfolio, it includes sport and exercise science, sports coaching and development, sports management, physical education, and football studies is also a very popular choice. Now, these courses are delivered by both clinical and sporting experts with extremely strong industry links. In addition to that portfolio, we deliver criminology, which explores the causes and the impact of crime, of justice, and social policy. It's another great choice for students interested in making a positive difference in society. All our programs offer a blend of study with hands-on, real-world experience, ensuring our students graduate with confidence and are career-ready. So placements with our neighbouring stakeholders, supported both from the clinical perspective with our NHS trusts, our community sector areas, as well as our sporting academies and our Southampton Football Club is one of them.
Yes.
These are the links that we have connected with in the industry sphere, and we will continue to ensure that those students have a really engaging and positive learning experience.
Indeed. Well, Sound, that's all about practice-led, as you've mentioned there. Coming back to you then, Sarah, you know, there are many universities that have similar course titles to the course area that you both have been describing, in fact. So, therefore, from a prospective student's point of view and a parent's point of view, what makes Solent unique and different from other universities? Why should they consider Solent as a choice?
That's a very good question, Geeta. We pride ourselves in being an open, accessible, friendly, welcoming university. We offer courses to suit different levels of experiences and education backgrounds. We also offer flexible entry routes. So it may be that someone is looking to study but then maybe take a break from their studies. They can do that and then come back to pick up later on. We can facilitate that for them. We have... most of our courses are accredited by a professional body, so that gives the additional certification that the students will achieve after completing the courses with us. As Beverly mentioned already, we are I'm very proud of our strong links with industry. So a lot of our curriculum is delivered in collaboration with practitioners, with companies who come in and help by providing us, for example, with live briefs, with opportunities for site visits, placements, mock interviews, and so on. We are lucky to have a fantastic team of academics that deliver those courses. So our staff come from a combination of backgrounds. Some are researchers with strong academic qualifications, but we complement that with our practitioners, academics who come in to teach on part-time basis or deliver a module. So what we do is we combine those academic skills with practical industry needed skills, and it means our students, when they leave, they have all those skills that will put them in good stead to either embark on further postgraduate studies or go into industry.
Great. And then from your perspective, Beverly, again, lots of universities offer adult nursing. Not many universities offer football studies. I think we're one of the few. And lots have sports-related courses, etc., criminology, sociology, psychology that you mentioned. So how do they then differ from other universities?
That's a great question, Geeta. And using my experience of having just recently delivered courses in London over a large period of time, and now moving to Southampton, the difference is stark.
Right.
The dedication and the focused commitment from staff at Solent is absolutely key, and a massive difference when you compare to other universities that I have worked in over a 20-year period.
Yes.
So at Solent, what I've noticed, the focus is on the student experience. We're a university that truly values every individual. Our motto is that no student should be left behind.
Yes.
I think we take the time to get to know our students, to support them to achieve their very best. Our courses, as Sarah has explained, are professionally accredited, and our facilities are one of the absolute best, really modern, vibrant, lively, really engaging. From our clinical simulation suites to sporting laboratories, to the sporting gym, the Solent Sports Complex, and specialist criminology resources as well. I think we have really strong links with employers. There's a determined focus from the university to maintain those links and constantly grow those partnerships with our NHS and public health organisations and sporting clubs, to community groups and justice agencies as well, ensuring that the teaching that occurs at Solent connects directly with the real world of work.
Yes.
I think I cannot miss this opportunity of emphasising our TEF Gold accreditation.
Of course,
it's massively sought after by all universities in the country, and I think we're one of 27 out of about 157 universities that are around.
Yes.
So this quality metric really indicates the excellent teaching provision.
Yes.
It indicates the ethical and the determined focus of your teaching staff, and it also highlights the focus on ensuring that students' learning is transformational, preparing them for the world of work in real life.
Of course, yes.
So really proud to be here.
No, thank you very much. And Sarah, you earlier mentioned around entry requirements, how they are flexible, and Solent is open to looking at not just A-level students. We, take students who have various or diverse range of level 3 qualifications, and of course a life experience and industry experience and work experience is key as well, particularly for mature students. Just on the entry requirements then, can you just sort of talk to us about the range or the type of qualifications are accepted on your particular courses?
As you said, Geeta, we accept students with diverse academic and experience backgrounds. We understand that people, their career aspirations change, their interest in discipline change, and we try to be as inclusive as we can. So our entry requirements range from standard A-levels and beta qualifications to a mature entry, and by mature entry we mean anyone who's aged 21 or above, so mature doesn't necessarily mean very, very old.
Yes.
We also accept people from who may have relevant industry background. In fact, we welcome those students who may have taken a break from education, went to work for industry, and now have come back to study to complement their CV with an additional academic qualifications. We actually value those experiences. We don't treat students as just, or applicants as just a personal statement or A-level points or GCSEs. We look at applicants as a whole.
Yes.
What can they bring to the university and what will they get out from the university? And it's really important to emphasize that it's never too late to come back and study and obtain a qualification. It doesn't have to be a degree course. It can be an HNC, an HND, as an apprenticeship. So there's a variety of courses that suit people from a variety of backgrounds. And just because someone that didn't have the right qualifications, that should never be seen as a barrier. So go and talk to the university and find out how we can integrate you in what we offer.
Of course. Thank you very much for that. And then coming back to you, Beverly, a lot of your courses, nursing, psychology, football studies, sports-related courses, any of them have any additional entry requirements? And again, Sarah, if you would like to come in as well, apart from the standard entry requirements that you will have for your courses, are there any additional selection criteria that students should be aware of?
Oh, I think students, besides the usual A-levels, BTEC, access to higher education diplomas, for nursing and healthcare courses, there are a few additional steps,
yes,
such as you need to have a value-based interview.
Yes.
Your disclosure barring checks and scrutiny will be undertaken, as well as occupational health screening.
Right.
And this is enforced by the regulator,
right,
to ensure that public safety is foremost in everything we do.
Of course.
For sports and criminology and the other courses, or all our other courses, we look for enthusiasm, curiosity from students, a commitment, a desire to want to learn. So many of our students have been already gained practical experience, and now they want to transform that practical experience into understanding a theoretical perspective behind that.
Yes.
So whether it's coaching, volunteering, community work, those are all enriching experiences that contribute to their interview outcomes.
Brilliant, thank you. And Sarah, from your point of view, any additional selection criteria for any of your courses?
There aren't any additional selection criteria for the courses that sit in my school, but as Beverly said, we look at the person characteristics, attitude. One thing that really is important for me when I assess an application is passion for the subject.
Yes.
That and that is because it plays a huge role in the applicant's success. If you are passionate about something, you're naturally going to go and do well in it because you love what you're doing and you want to learn that field.
Great, thank you very much. Beverly, you alluded to this just in your last answer, and that was my next question, around sort of the opportunity and the employability support that students can expect while studying at Southampton Solent, which would add value to their degree and help them get that experience and employability skills that they require for their future career. And a lot of the courses that you're doing around nursing and healthcare and coaching, etc., you've mentioned, there is that real-world learning. The practice-led element is very key to it. So what else is there in terms of Southampton Solent doing to support students with those outcomes and getting the employability skills and experience that they need?
Well, employability is in the heart of everything we do. At Solent University, we have Solent Futures, a careers team that helps students from day one. And this is to provide them with the insights about CV workshops, CV writing, mock interviews, job searches, career coaching. Most of our courses will include a work placement or live projects, giving students that valuable hands-on experience in the course that they're doing, and it helps them unify or have a deeper understanding of the theory behind that. When it comes to nursing and healthcare students, they will go into clinical placements in our neighbouring trusts. And to support those students, we have preparation for practice weeks. We have simulated laboratory facilities where we prepare them what it is like to work with a real live patient, but in a safe laboratory setting. And while students are on clinical placements, we will have link tutors. We will have academic assessors to support the students and be that conduit between the student out in clinical placement and the university. We also offer campus jobs, so students can get work experience while studying, and advice about those wanting to continue into postgraduate or professional study thereafter. So we are really proud of our graduates, and we ensure that they leave Solent work ready, confident, capable, with the skills that employers truly value.
Great. Thank you very much for that. And so, Sarah, just coming back to you, because you're in courses and the industries that you work with would have all of that incorporated into it. So can you talk to me some of the courses that offer that real-world learning practice-led elements?
Yeah, most of the courses offer that, but I can pick one or two examples. For example, in our architectural design and technology course, we have very, very strong connections with industry. So the way we do that, we always try to offer life briefs to the students, and it's not just a life brief that's been picked up from anywhere. It's a life brief that we develop and co-create with our employers based on something that they may have done for a client or are doing now for a client. We then get the employers to actually come in on a regular basis and review the students' work and give feedback, and so they have direct input into the delivery of the module. So it's not just the tutors who are delivering, but actually those employers are also complementing the academic delivery by bringing in their own experiences to the studio or to the class-based activity. So what that does, it gives the students the opportunity to interact with the employers. They get to talk to them directly, and what that does, as well as equipping the students with those important industry skills, it also breaks down barriers that the students may have in their mind about interacting with employers. And what it also then does in the long term, it prepares those students for when they go out into industry,
yes,
or when they apply for a job and go for their interview, because they've already spoken to employers. So when they go for an interview, it would not have been the first time that they actually met an employer. So in terms of their communication skills, how they present themselves, their portfolio, they would have built all those skills throughout the course of their study, which makes it easier for them to go for interviews. Through those opportunities, we also have our employers recruiting,
yes,
from the courses, because they get to see the students, they see their ability and what they can offer, and if there is something appropriate for them in their workplace, they get first picks, basically. So it's kind of another way, a nice way for helping our students secure employment. And in fact, a lot of our students manage to find employment even before they graduate from their course, so they walk into those jobs straight away.
That's brilliant. That's 100% success in terms of graduate outcomes. And my next question is about graduate outcomes. So coming to you, Beverly, I know you're very new to Solent. However, if you could just talk to tell our listeners a little bit about the types of careers and industries. Obviously, in your course areas, a lot of them are sort of going into adult nursing, health and social care type courses and those industries. Is there, Sarah, have mentioned, a lot of them get their jobs before they graduate. But just for our listeners, so that, everybody's thinking about the main thing about going to university, getting that qualification, at the end of the day, they should have a career to move on to, a job to go to. So can you tell us a little bit about the type of industries they would go into? Let's talk about football studies, for example. People say, you're studying football. Was that going to teach you to play football? No, it's about the industry. So there is that misconception. People don't quite understand, why would anybody want to study football studies, for example, at university?
Well, I think our graduates are doing some incredible things when you follow the graduates on LinkedIn and social media platforms. I'll start off with health.
Yes.
We have, our students then become registered nurses. They leave Solent with an award, an academic award, a degree, but they also get professional registration on one of the largest professional regulators in the world.
Yes.
And that allows them to they can then take on a very portable career, because once registered with that NMC, they can move to different countries and
right,
work. It will be accepted. So we have students in health that have they are registered nurses working in local hospitals or hospitals abroad or throughout the country. We have health advisors, nutritionists. We also have the nursing associate students. And these are students that are working in trusts, in hospitals, helping the registered nurses and the healthcare workforce and making a dynamic difference to healthcare.
Right.
In addition to that, social workers, their jobs are secure with Social Work England and the job market out there. There's always, we listen to the media, we know there's such a deep cry for healthcare workers right now.
Indeed.
One of the new courses that we've introduced was healthcare specialists, and it's one of the rare courses in the United Kingdom.
Yes.
And these students, once qualify, they have an incredible way of learning the art and skill of easing children's anxiety during very stressful situations. So they are being sought after by lots of both acute trusts or hospitals, but also to the independent sector as well. And you can see there's such interest that this has engendered.
Yes.
In sport, and going to football,
Yes.
graduates have gone on to work as coaches,
Yes.
Performance Premier League or performance analysts. They are PE teachers. They can diversify and become sports development officers, and even Premier League and national teams they can join.
Yes.
In criminology, just to touch on that a
Yes,
bit,
sure.
their graduates work in law enforcement, youth justice, and community safety and social policy roles. So whilst acquiring this knowledge and skill to work, they ensure that they contribute back into the community by providing and helping shape much more safer and fairer communities.
Yes.
Many of them go on to further study
Yes.
and leadership positions, and continuing to grow and give back, is quite an ethos that you see. So I'm really proud of the courses that we deliver, and you can see there's such a need for them in the Southampton area.
Absolutely. And you are actually working with the industry, and as you said, you've got the links with the employers, and you're getting those students ready for the graduate job market.
That's right.
Which is absolutely key. So quickly, Sarah, to you then. So in terms of the graduate outcomes for your particular academic school, how does that fare with sport and health?
I'm really proud of the courses we offer, and that they are very much vocational, practice-based, practice-led courses. They are all in high-demand areas, so whether it's computer science, we talked about AI before, cybersecurity, all the maritime courses. The students... because of the way the courses are structured and the way they are designed in collaboration with employers and also with the professional bodies, we know that the courses are industry ready. It prepares students to become industry ready, and that means that our students are very well placed to then go into the job market straight away. So all the courses in the school have very high graduate outcomes, and this is very important for anyone who's picking to choose to study at university.
Yes.
Because we appreciate that it comes with a heavy price in terms of cost and tuition fees, and we know that the students come to study because they want to get a job at the end of the course of study. So we do really try our best to make sure that our students are prepared, they're getting value for the money they're paying into their education, and in doing so we make sure that we prepare them to get those careers in the industry.
Great. And the key word there is the investment in their future, which is absolutely key. So we're coming to the end of our show here. So I have one last question for you two ladies. So starting with you, Beverly, what one piece of advice would you give a prospective student who is thinking about sort of studying one of your course areas and applying to Southampton Solent University, not quite sure whether to do it or not? What would you advise them?
I'd say go for it and believe in yourself. University is a life-changing experience, and at Solent you'll find the right community to support you, to encourage you and challenge you in the right ways. I will encourage every prospective student to be curious about this, to make the most of this opportunity, and to trust that their passion, whether it's health or sport or criminology, that you can find your purpose. And the first step is to think big.
Of course.
Right. And, by doing this, you will shape the next generation that will follow you. So don't limit yourself. Reach out. get hold of us. Come to our open day. There's one on the 29th of November. I'm going to be there, and I'd love to see more of you join us then.
Excellent, excellent. And Sarah?
Exactly the same. I would say go to visit the university. The universities are open and accessible. We are very lucky where we are located, right in the city of Southampton. Come and see us. Come and talk to us. If you can't make it to the open day, send an email, and I guarantee you that someone will come back to you and talk you through any questions, any concerns you may have. Talk to more than one person. Find your niche and go for it.
Absolutely.
Can I just end with
Yes,
that?
of course.
I just think, just to add to that, I'm really encouraged that we could reach out to the community through this platform. And to every listener out there, if you know somebody that is stopping themselves from getting into education, give them a nudge and ask them to reach out to us, and let us be the ladder to their success and their future career.
Very well said there. We'll stop on that note. And the open day the ladies have been mentioning, if you are interested in finding out more about Southampton Solent University, there is an open day on Saturday the 29th of November. So to book, please go on to solent.ac.uk/open-days. So with this, we've come to the end. Thank you very much, Sarah and Beverly, for coming in this afternoon, and hope our listeners have found this discussion very informative and insightful and useful. And do book yourself onto that open day and come and see for yourself.